All right, am I live? Trying to find out if I'm actually live here. It says I'm live. That doesn't mean anything though. Um, let's go and see if I'm really live. I'm right here, by the way. Oh, what is up, brother? All right, I'm live. I guess I am live. This thing has been a pain in the butt. I apologize. All right. I'm assuming because you answered, you can hear me. So, yeah, my head's right here. uh, So what's up, everybody? Or I can't tell who is actually here, how many are watching, anything like that. But welcome to the whole new setup. We are in our new house down here in the basement, and you're like in the weeds of, like right here in the middle of all my stuff, and yeah, a lot of stuff going on in here. How's everyone doing? Let me take a look. Let's see if I can find this on my phone. It's been a long time since we've live streamed. A long time. I can't. Probably a whole year. It's my guess. Yeah, I'd imagine it's probably a whole year since we've done a live stream. But because mostly we stopped because it was we were in transition from old house to building a new house. Now the new house is built. Studio's getting set up. So you probably notice I'm making videos again. Volume is good, excellent. I've got a lot of things changed. It's like I've upgraded the system. I've got some professional lights, like some professional LED lights. I got this like microphone right here, so it's like attached to me, so it's not in the room. So you should always be able to get a good signal, a good sound. Yeah, look at that. There I am right here. Live streaming.
So, what's up, everybody?
Says 6. Yeah, so yeah, here I am watching myself. Awesome. Well, we got 5 people, it looks like, in the chat. Or not in the chat, but watching the stream. So, oh, it says 6 watching. That's awesome. Thank you. So here we're going to get started. I'm going to go, what we're going to do, so we're hanging out a little bit, okay? Hanging out, we'll probably do this. I'm trying to figure out how often I'm going to do this, actually. We used to do this like every Thursday or so for members, and we would do a basically a big haul video live stream where I would take everything that I got from the Raghouse for like an entire week, I think. Something like that, or a few days, and we would just like, I just show it off, talk about why I bought it, you know, what I think it's worth, stuff like that. So I'm thinking we're gonna go do that again. I think I'm gonna do that for members again, get that all going. I'm sorry it fell off. Get that whole process going again, and potentially do like maybe one a week for the public. Depending on how easy this is to do, how well it's received, what the public kind of wants. Oh, thanks, bro. I appreciate that. And we really do love this place. And how well this is received, and if people want more, then we'll do something like that. I don't attach a lot of hauls to my videos, mostly because it's point of view already, so you see me find the thing. And I know a lot of people still want more information about the stuff that I find and the stuff that I'm buying. And so what I'm hoping to do is that use this live stream platform opportunity to talk more about like the things I'm finding, how much I value them, what I expect to make for them, stuff like that. Cool, interesting finds, stuff that's not like, stuff that's like, it doesn't necessarily like, it's not something I would, make a whole video about. try to do some of that type of stuff here to just clear it all out and get everybody an opportunity to see everything. So, we'll get started here just in a minute, maybe 2 minutes. We'll let this roll for 2 more minutes or so, and then we will actually get into. I've got a whole big bucket here full of stuff that I will show you guys, and before I sort it, and hopefully maybe we'll make this just like a regular thing. I really want to make it a regular thing. I think it'd be pretty cool, because I do remember really enjoying. You guys, the old school, remember? We used to buy the rag bags and I would open them live. That was a lot of fun. I don't think that thrift store still does that. They may still do that. But eventually I think they caught on and they just like were taking all the good stuff out of it. So it definitely didn't, it stopped being worth it financially to do. So I have to rethink that for sure. But I do on occasion still find like at the Raghouse, I'll find like a box or a bag that I know is full of vintage stuff. And instead of pulling it all out there, I think in the future what I'll do, because I used to do this, is we'll bring that in and we'll open it like on live stream. So I think that'll be fun. It doesn't happen that often that we find bags like that, but I'm hoping that when we do, now we have an opportunity to do it. So, all right, well, let's go ahead. I'm going to dive right in. We've got a few people hanging out. I understand that the original link wasn't working. It wouldn't let me stream for whatever reason, and so I had to make a new one. So I imagine some people are going to that link instead. But for now, we are live streaming, so let's go ahead and get into it. I'll start pulling stuff from over here. I'm gonna show you the bucket of stuff right here, just so you can see that it exists. There's a big bucket of stuff, and some stuff is like I'm expecting $3 or $4 for in a wholesale. So because I'm buying for wholesale and I'm buying also for individual stuff. So I will show you guys the difference between the two of what stuff I would wholesale, like in lots of different categories, and stuff that I would sell individual. So, all right, let's go ahead and dig right into it. First off, we just had this Bob Ross tee, and it's just totally modern. And I admit, I would never buy this, and normally. But I'm trying something new. I've seen some people who were interested. In fact, a couple people mentioned on some of the videos we recently did on the 40,000 pounds, the bales of clothing, the bale videos, that people would buy graphic T-shirts, that are even modern graphic T-shirts. So I'm starting an experiment, and this is just sort of part of it, of picking up like graphic tees kind of like this. They're just neat, maybe culturally relevant, modern band tees, stuff like that, and selling those in a lot to see if there's any interest in that. So this is one of those things. Not expecting much for this. In fact, if I got $2 per item and for this lot, I'd be happy. So not a lot expecting there. This one's kind of cool though. Sticking with the modern, it's just this like hoodie right here, right? Well, this hoodie is not just any hoodie. This is a Sitka. This is a Sitka hunting gear hoodie. The brand Sitka is a very valuable hunting brand. Like their camouflage goes for a ton of money. So I assume that some of their other stuff might go for a lot of money. I don't necessarily know how much this is going to be worth in and of itself. I've not looked it up, but I recognize the name and the brand, so I presume it's going to be worth something. It's going to be worth picking up. So we picked up the Sitka hoodie, because I'm paying, 60 cents per pound. This probably cost me just, under $1. So if I got $15, I'd be fine with that. So that's pretty cool. Here we just have this little women's top. Look at this. It's nothing crazy. Little like art print top. This is Grassroots by Ship and Shore. This is probably like early 80s. This is some sort of 80s brand. This is just like a women's blouse. I make lots of this stuff too. So this is just something I would lot up in a lot of probably between 30 and 50 women's tops, blouses, shirts like that. Stuff that's not t-shirts. Something that's, you know, a little bit more. A lot of times there's a lot of like 70s house shirts in there. So that's where that would go. And that's the whole goal of that one. Right there. And then probably most times we get something around $2 to $3 per. And you're probably wondering, why the heck am I buying stuff out of myself for $3? Well, I get it so cheap, first of all, and I'm already there, so I might as well go ahead and buy it. And if I can move it fast, turning, you know, that's probably not even half a pound, so 30 cents into $3, that's, you know, that's 10x my money. I'm happy to do that all day if I can find buyers for it. And oftentimes I still can find buyers for these lots, like mostly like vintage thrift stores that are trying to put all kinds of varieties of inventory in. So definitely still would pick that up. All right, here's something a little bit more substantial, or in terms of just size. We got this Wolf Mountain. This is not anything crazy. Made in USA, camo like canvas jacket. This is like a size medium. It is distressed, a size large. It is distressed. It's got some holes in it. But again, this is a piece that I would lot up, most likely. The camouflage is popular right now. It's mostly in good condition. It's got the mossy oak print, and it's kind of a cool camo print, to be honest. This we lot up in a lot of other canvas jackets, and we tend to get $10 to $15 per piece on that. So typically we go in a lot size of like 10, because that's kind of the limit of how many of those types of size jackets we can get into a medium box that will actually ship for a decent amount of money, or decently cheap. Otherwise, once you start getting bigger than that, shipping costs just go out the wazoo. So it's kind of ridiculous and cost prohibitive. All right, we have the Rough Rider by Circle T denim coat, denim jacket. I'm not sure that this is probably a women's jacket, to be honest. A lot of Rough Rider stuff is here. Size medium, made in USA. Definitely a Western piece. It's got like the metal buttons like that. You can see that at all. I haven't checked the pockets, to be honest. We could do a whole live stream just checking pockets. You never know. You can find all kinds of stuff. It doesn't appear like there's anything in there. This is another this is another lot piece. So I'll take this jacket, lot it up with other denim jackets, 10 to 15 denim jackets at a time. We tend to get, like, again, something like $10 to $15 a piece for them, depending on the quality of the individual jackets. Let's see what else we got here. Here's just a blank vintage single stitch t-shirt. Probably one of the military, probably one of those like military t-shirts. It is single stitch. It doesn't feel like super old, but this goes in t-shirt lots that we get $2 to $3 to $4 a piece for. What is happening, Jordan? Welcome to the stream. First stream in a long time. Just going over some of these thrift finds. Here we have another women's, like, this is probably late 70s. Oh, I can't really make out what this is actually, but you can tell, like, see how sharp that collar is? That is such a 70s deal right there. Women's shirt, kind of see-through. Pretty cool. This would probably, again, this goes in one of those lots. And I find a ton of that type of stuff. That's like, I mean, that's like the bread and butter, just like, and I used to not pick that stuff up because I'm like, I'm not going to sell it. I'm not going to be able to sell it for hardly anything. But realizing that there are vintage stores that do buy some of that stuff because they will stock their store with it. I'd rather it, you know, get picked up and potentially sold and reused somewhere else than it just get bailed up and shipped to God knows where. All right, let's keep it rolling. Here's a really cool piece. We got the like 70s champion, little 70s champion. This is like a youth. This was a long sleeve shirt with the zip up, the ideal zipper, Mountain View Pirates. This is real dirty. This could use a bleaching, but this is pretty cool little piece. It's a little small. It's obviously youth size. Yeah, youth size, large. And somebody cut the sleeves off. Why? Why? But the same person that had this piece right here actually had another piece here, which is probably the coolest piece of the day. And I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna do the whole little tease, and I'm gonna save it for a minute. It's right here. I'm gonna save it for a minute because it's actually fascinating because I'm not quite sure what to make of it. We have just plain Bank of Mountain View jerseys, XL, crew neck. Again, we lot those up. That stuff gets lotted up easy. Here we have the vintage 90s Lee, like chore coat. This is definitely a women's size medium, made in USA. It's got that big old Lee logo on the inside. This gets lotted up again. It's a denim jacket. It's gonna go in the denim lot, and we'll get 10 to 15 bucks a piece for it. So not too bad. All right, here's a big old piece right here. We got the Gore-Tex Cabela's whitetail clothing. This is size small somehow, made in USA. I'm not sure how this is size small because it feels huge. But this is a wool jacket. It looks like super clean, super crispy, like it's barely been worn. It's got all these pockets, deep pockets too. It's got the hood. This I actually may sell individually. I'm not sure. I'll have to do some looking up. It's probably from the 90s, at the latest the 80s, I would say. But it's in such good condition. Cabela's obviously not, and it looks so cool. The print is super dope. Get that a little bit closer, you guys can see. It's just like cool print for sure. So this might be individual. If I do, I'm imagining I'll probably ask something like 80 for it. Probably take something like a little bit lower than that. But typically I've got to be able to sell it for more than $40 for me to list it individually. That's kind of how it goes. So this one's really cool piece. That I will definitely sell individually. So those thrifters, hey, if you're watching and you're thrifted and you've thrifted recently, let us know what you found. We used to do this a lot. And we moved a lot of that conversation to our Discord. If you don't know, we do have a Discord. I'm not sure it's in the description of this stream because I had to create this stream from OBS. But check out our other videos. We have a Discord, the Loot Fam, probably Loot Fam VTG, I think is what the name is. And we do have discussions on there about thrift finds and stuff. But what we do used to like to do is have people drop in the chat stuff that they found recently. So if you've been at a thrift store and found something cool, let us know in the chat. Here's just this two-tone Hanes Premium Heavyweight, made in USA, blank pullover sweater. That'll go in the lot. Hey, what's up? You're cool, Uncle Buddy. Uncle Buddy, what's up, man? Thank you. Thank you for appreciating the videos. I'm glad somebody can appreciate them. I love it when I get feedback like that because, I mean, I do like making these videos, even if it's just, for my own pleasure, but it's always great when other people enjoy it. All right, let's see what else we got. We're going to keep this going. This is a wild piece right here. Check this one out. Crazy color blocking. I don't know if this is vintage. Le Tiger was an older brand. Le Tiger was an older brand. But something about this made me think maybe this is not vintage. The way it feels partly. This tag, I'm guessing it's not vintage. But it was cool. Yeah, this is probably not vintage. This is probably a repro of some sort. But it was cool. It was wild, Sort of the anorak like deal. I figure I can find a place for that, even if it isn't vintage, because it's wild. So, all right, next up. All right, so I'll show you this. I grabbed this. This was in a bag of a lot of this old, like that Champion piece, and one of the pieces here that I'll show you guys in a minute. We're all in the same bag. This is in the same bag. This is an old dress, probably handmade, it looks like. And it's got, let's see what zipper is on it. It's a habit. No, wait. Tabit. Oh, that's interesting. Never seen that one before. But it is discolored, and oh, wait a minute. It's pants. No, wait. The heck? What is going on here? No. This is just like a tail of some sort. Okay. I don't know, but it's old. That's all I know. It's old. It's vintage. It's discolored. May not be worth anything, but I figured I'll throw it in one of our dress lots and people can sort out if they like it or not. I want to go to a Raghouse at least one time. I know. I feel you. It's a special situation for sure. The video you did, big gnarly jersey, looks like an International Harvester logo. Oh yeah, hold on, I can pull that up. You guys can tell me. I have it right over here. I did not recognize that. That is International Harvester, isn't it? It's the IH right there. Can anyone confirm? I guess I can look it up too. Let's look it up. Harvester logo. Yeah, sure enough. Yeah. Oh, you can see that. But it's definitely the International Harvester logo. I had not put that two and two together. Thank you, Julie. Yeah, that's actually dope. I'll actually change the listing and increase the price now that I know that. Yeah, that's actually cool. That's cool. I had not picked up on that. But you're right. It is the International Harvester logo. All right, we'll keep moving on. If you got any comments about that, let me know. Any information. Here's a cool piece. This is one of the better pieces of the day. We got the 1950s, most likely. Possibly 60s. But 1950s Pilgrim. No, this is probably 50s. Corduroy loop collar shirt, size medium. So we got that Pilgrim. This is from the Sears and Roebuck's company. They had a brand called Pilgrim. And so this is like 1950s. This thing is in really good condition. Real clean double pocket shirt here. I think it has all the buttons. And again, loop collar, which is kind of a pretty good indicator it's from the 50s. This one's sick. This is one of the cooler ones we found today, for sure. Get that out of the way. All right, keeping the party going. This ended up in my. Okay, this is kind of wild. This ended up in my basket, and I'm not even sure if it's vintage or not. Oh, here's the tag. I didn't even look very closely, and it's definitely vintage. Definitely an older tag, size medium. Yeah. This is some like wild nightgown or something. You can tell it indicates like the sort of mother of pearl button here, and then it has an internal tag right here. This is a very indicative old tag. I don't know if you can see that, but it's definitely older. I don't know. Is this a dress or what? I mean, It's wild. The colors are wild. It's a little stained up, so maybe if I wash it, if I can get those stains out, maybe this is something I sell individually because it's just like wild. I mean, it's just colorful. Like, I feel like someone would buy this dress to wear in a day. So this is kind of a cool piece. I have not found any branding on it. I guess maybe there's could be an RN number. Yes, it is an RN number. 35922. Let's look that up right now. 35922. Does anyone want to try to race me? I know you're technically delayed, but 35922. See who that is. No, I'm not fine. I gotta go to the. Recently, doing the RN lookup. It's actually been a lot harder to do for some reason. Has anyone noticed that? Has anyone tried to search the RN database? Last time I tried, which was like a couple weeks ago, like I had to have. Well, maybe not. Maybe I can get into it now. For some reason, it was like all screwed up. 922.